Yo, what up? What up? This the Deacon, man. One half of the Deacon and the Diplomat. And coming to you guys real quick, we just dropped episode 16 last week. So that's out. Go check that out, man. This ain't even no whole episode. My boy Diplomat couldn't be on right now. So we're not gonna shoot whole episode. This is more like 16 and a quarter because I wanted to kind of talk about what happened with Donald Trump over the weekend with the assassination attempt. We here on the Deacon and the Diplomat, while we may not support a lot of Trump's viewpoints, some of the things that he said, his rhetoric, the flat out lies that he's told, we definitely do not advocate for the assassination attempt or assassination of a president, former president, senator, congressman, really anybody. We don't condone violence. We like to have fun up here. We joke around a lot. You know, there have been times where we've been in violent situations, maybe violent environments, but we do not advocate for it, especially against a president or former president. We're glad that the gunman was taken out. Secret Service is doing their thing in terms of ramping up security and all that. So we are happy that former President Trump is still alive. The latest reports from CNN and Fox News and all these places online, these are their reports, not me making it up, not me coming from nowhere with it. These are their reports that they're saying it was an assassination attempt cooked up by the Iranians. Now, I ain't touching that. I'm staying away from that. I'm a former military member that's been in combat. Staying away from all of that. I will just say that um, there will be some hell to pay if it is in fact proven that a foreign entity concocted this assassination attempt. Now they're saying that this attempt and the attempt by what was his name? His last name is Crooks, the young man that was killed, the 20-year-old that was killed. They're saying that there's no affiliation, no correlation. So I'm not going to be the one, nor the Deacon and the Diplomat podcast, going to represent false truths and falsehoods, saying that those two things are correlated, which is going by the reports. So there are talks that the Iranians were coming up with something for, in terms of possibly taking former President Trump out. So that got me to thinking, if a foreign government is bold enough to want to try to attempt to take out a former president, why? Why do foreign countries feel like that's something that's viable? That's something that is like gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a suitable option to attack the United States or a member of the United States. It sounds to me like domestic terrorism, but my opinion, personal opinion, is one of the reasons that the world feels like they can do that with a president like Trump, and they may even feel like that with President Biden in office and some of the health issues, concerns that he's been having, and they've been publicly stated, reported on, and things like that. Um, as far as Trump goes, I feel like a good example of why people don't pay attention to us as a power like that anymore is because look at what we're doing and what we're showing on a global scale. Just recently over the weekend at the RNC, the Republic National Convention in Milwaukee, they had a special guest speaker come out. And for everybody that probably knows now, they know who it is. But for those that don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and play this little short piece from Forbes. They recorded the video, so credit to Forbes if they don't block us or give us some copyright, whatever copyright problems. Credit to Forbes. But let's look at who the RNC decides to run out there as the person who they want to speak at the convention.
Is to elect Donald Trump President of the United States.
Look at this.
Now, you may be wondering why I'm up here telling you this.
Definitely.
I'm no politician and I
At
don't want to
all.
be, but I do care about the truth.
The truth, she says.
The media has
Hold
lied
on.
to us about Donald
Hold
Trump.
on. She just said she cares about the truth. Okay? She says she cares about the truth and went on to say that the media has lied. The media has lied to us about Donald Trump. This is what she said. So I'm gonna let her keep going because she's awesome. Let me just let her go.
Because for a long time I believed those lies. So I'm here to set the record straight. The first person I knew who supported Donald Trump was my father. I was shocked. My entire family is racially diverse. And I believed the left-wing propaganda that Donald Trump was a racist. My father said, "No, he's not, Amber. What are you talking about?" And when I insisted, he said, "Prove it." So to prove my father wrong, I did my research and looked into all things Donald Trump. People have to do their research. I watched all the rallies, and I started meeting so many of you, his red hat wearing supporters. I realized Donald Trump and his supporters don't care if you're black, white, gay, or straight. It's all love.
Yo, now. This woman has said that Donald Trump has been lied on by the media. And her source for proving that Donald Trump is not a racist is her dad. Because her family is biracial, that proves that her father's not a racist. And by her father supporting Donald Trump, by virtue of, that's a fallacy in logic, actually, but by virtue of her father supporting Donald Trump, there's no way that Donald Trump can be a racist. I feel like it's this type of logic or illogic, if you want to call it, is what got Donald Trump elected in the first place. Delusional people in his fan base that believe everything that this man says. Now, this is a woman who's up here supporting and speaking for the Republican National Convention, who in 2016 called Trump a fucking idiot and called him weird and said that she did not want him to be elected. She told to cut that. It's a publication, a media, a news outlet. She told them that he's a weirdo. He's a fucking idiot, and she hopes he never gets elected. This is 2016. Now, things can change. People's mindsets can change. Over the course of 8 years, of course, people can change, people can grow, whatever the case might be, but she did not give any context, any rationale for why she now supports Donald Trump, other than the fact that her father, she talked to her father, and then she started doing research on Donald Trump. Now, if she did her research, this is the same woman in 2015, she started the slut walk, which she was advocating for women being able to be sluts. If you want to be a slut, by all means, nobody should slut shame you, whatever. Feel free to be a slut. Now, in regular life, I like a slut every now and then too. You know, sluts can be fun. But she literally organized a slut walk and brought national attention to sluts. Now she's supporting a president who was up there advocating for just grab them in the pussy. So she goes from slut walking to calling Trump an idiot because he wants to grab women in the pussy, to now supporting him and saying that the media has lied. Not necessarily Donald Trump lied. The media has lied. Okay. I, I don't even really know where to go because it's just a fucking, it's amazing to me that she's the person that they ran out there. They could have found a number of different celebrities, but they found the one that's famous for fucking rappers. You know what I'm saying? Would you know Amber Rose if she wasn't fucking rappers and on reality TV? Probably not. So where logically does it say that she should be the person that comes out and speaks and then she says what she says? So let's hear a little bit more about what this young lady decided to keep pandering on about.
And that's when it hit me. These are my people. This is where I belong.
These are her people. Trump must have smashed.
So I let go of my fear of judgment, of being misunderstood, of getting attacked by the left, and I put the red hat on too.
All right. You heard what she just said.
Love you too. I never.
You heard what she just said. She had to put down her judgment. She was afraid of getting attacked by the left. This is a woman who was pro-abortion. Just back in March, she was at a satanic temple praising that they advocate for abortions. This is the woman that you have out there now endorsing Trump. This is who you put at the forefront. Again, by no means, I'm not necessarily a Trump supporter. It's just idiotic because the masses follow celebrities like their gods, and everything that they say is the gospel. Now, Amber Rose representing the Republican National Convention don't seem gospel like to me. It seems more satanic and devilish and fitting in what Mr. Trump is all about. The funny thing to me that she says is that the media has lied to us. Like, that's the whole caption. Her whole point is that the media has painted Donald Trump out to be a monster. He's the best president. He cares about the children. He's not a liar. He's not a racist. He's none of these things that he has clearly portrayed to the United States and the world numerous times. So I just wanted to have this. If the media has lied to us, Miss Rose, Amber Rose, if the media has lied to us about Donald Trump, okay, you're telling us that we're a bunch of effing idiots. And that's the scary part, is that this is a delusional, like it seems to be a delusional fan base, almost like the Dallas Cowboys. They're delusional for Donald Trump. Whatever he says is the truth, and they're just going to vote blindly for this man. And then you have women like her that are coming out and supporting it. And so you'll have people that are weak-minded and only follow celebrities listening to this woman, feeling like, oh, okay, Donald Trump is the second coming of Jesus Christ. So a few things that CNN has said back in the day, in terms of like, I guess to kind of it's to counteract what Miss Rose is saying about Donald Trump being lied on. Donald Trump has willingly, knowingly, and shamelessly lied to the American public and the world. And here's a few of them. The coronavirus was under control. This motherfucker came out and said that we had the coronavirus under control. Remember when he said, let's use bleach now? Don't ever forget that part when he said that we could possibly use bleach to cure the fucking coronavirus. Okay? This man said the coronavirus was under control. We had a global pandemic. All right? A simple, stupid one. On his inauguration day, he said it didn't rain. Come on, Trump. Come on, former President Trump. Everybody that was there saw it. Everybody that watched it saw it. Everybody that was there outside got wet up. It's a stupid lie. It's small, but it's dumb. One that's easily verifiable. So this speaks to character, right? Windmill noises causes cancer. You're the president of the United States. There are a number of people, children included, that want to believe that the president has their best interests at heart. I said a while back, if you believe politicians have your best interests at heart, you probably believe that the hooker likes you. You know what I'm saying? Her job is to sell you the fantasy of that she likes you. And the moment you squeeze off and you bust that nut, she don't like you no more. Okay? Politicians the same way. As soon as they get your vote, they don't like you no more. They're gonna say whatever they can and run people like her out here to say whatever you need to hear so they get your vote. Then they no longer care. All right. What did he say? What else did he say? What was another lie he told? He was Michigan Man of the Year. He ain't from Michigan. So how the hell could he be Michigan Man of the Year? That makes no sense. He was just saying it while he was in Michigan. What else? What else? What else? Oh, he got the Veterans Choice Program passed. Now, he did help expand upon what Obama started on in like 2014, I believe it was, that Obama started this. It was the healthcare for veterans. And Donald Trump wanted the policy to get wanted it to get passed, but what he put in place, he shot down his own policy. He tried to put it on Obama, but he shot down his own policy. Like, these are things that are verified that he's done for the public to see. Forget the insurrection and the Proud Boys and all that stuff and why he's under investigation by the FBI and all this stuff. Forget all that. Like, that's the judiciary process is going to play out, whatever, whatever. But these are things that are clearly he lied about that are verifiable. And this is the person that the United States wants to be the president. Amber Rose lied to everybody else when she said that the media's lied to us about Donald Trump. No, Donald Trump's been lying to the media. And all you got to do is go research. She did her research. Go back and find the clips of when he's saying this shit. He wants to be dictator for a day. Now they backtrack and saying that he only said that because he wanted to poke the left. No, this motherfucker would really want to be a dictator for a day, yo. He really would probably try to seek that. This is the person that I believe Donald Trump to be, right? I'm not going to go as far as saying that the assassination attempt was staged and meant to gain sympathy and all that. I kind of said it, but I'm not saying that as a fact. I'm not saying that as whatever. It's just something to consider for all the conspiracy theorists out there. You know what I mean? Rappers get shot all the time and they sell 1 million records. So I'm just saying, maybe our former president want to get shot to garner 1 million votes. Who the fuck knows with this man? We have no clue. But what I will never say is that a president or former president, I won't say that they want to get shot. Okay? I ain't saying that they want to get shot. All I'm saying is that there might be some benefits to Donald Trump being shot or an attempted assassination. Rest in peace and blessings go out to the person that was killed and the people that were wounded. Prayers are with you. Blessings are with you and your family. We hope for speedy recovery for those that were injured, for the person that passed away. My heart goes out. The D&D family heart goes out to your family. Our prayers and best wishes are with you. But yeah, yo, like, it's a serious time for us. We at a critical juncture in our country, in this nation's future. You know, it's quite possibly we're on the verge of what President Obama said shortly after he was. I think it was during the 2020 election, or the campaigns gearing up for the 2020 election, and he was saying, this country could go back to a place that we ain't familiar with, but we know too familiar, but we haven't experienced. This generation hasn't experienced, and that's a scary proposition. So, in closing, I guess I just want to say, like, please have your own minds when it comes to voting. Please get out there and vote. I know that our vote may not mean anything, or you may feel it doesn't mean anything at the end of the day, because the electoral college still plays a heavy role in what's going to be who's determined to be the president. But please get out there and vote. Show your support for your candidate, whoever your candidate might be. Look, if you don't vote, you ain't got no voice and you don't got no right to complain. So I'll be at the polls. Hopefully, all y'all will be at the polls. But the point is, too, man, like, have your own mind. Celebrities don't know everything. They could be bought for $1, a lot of them. You know what I mean? They get promised favors, things like that, to come out there and say these words. She may feel that way. She may not. She hasn't given any indication over the last however many years that she's changed her opinion on Trump from saying that he was a fucking idiot and she hopes he's never president, and now she wants him to have a second term. And he's what's best for our kids. So maybe she just needs to be back in the spotlight. Who knows? But they let her come out there. So by all means, y'all, I just wanted to jump in here and say that real quick because I found it kind of funny actually that she was the one up there, the queen of the slut walk, uh, is the one that decided they decided she was gonna be the one to talk. In 2020, she was out there selling OnlyFans pics during COVID. You feel me? So I mean, yeah, no lack of credibility. Credibility is really shot on this one. But unfortunately, if the world is watching this, they'll Google Amber Rose and see nothing but butt shots and be like, yo, why the fuck is she the one up there speaking for the Republicans? You know what I'm saying? If Trump gets back in office, guess what? All we gotta do is send him a couple of them right there and knock him off his axis. So anyway, man, the Deakkon about to get off of here with this 16 and a quarter episode real quick. Just wanted to say that. Shout out to the Diplomat. Shout out to all my fam. Shout out to all of our fans and subscribers, yo. We love y'all, man. We appreciate the continued support. We'll be back hopefully this week with a full-length episode or whatever. We might address Donald Trump, the election things coming up. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all. And yo, it's the Deakkon. One.